Tayo ay nabubuhay sa mundong may liwanag at dilim. Nagtatalo ang liwanag at dilim, pagsapit ng takip silim.
Ayan o, ayan. Nawala. Oh, may dumaan. Buong-buo yung figure. Puti. No guys, buong-buo siya yun.
Serving as Walt Disney's inspiration for the Haunted Mansion attraction.
Nagpatay sarap pa yung no? Uy, yung ilaw oh. So, okay. Tapos, magugulat ako may susunod niya. Oh shit! May lumabas nga! Fuck! Oh shit!
You can see that there is indeed another child present.
May
After
kalaro
the
nga.
nephew enters the room, the top of another child's head can be briefly seen.
Hello guys and welcome back sa room 666. Panibagong reaction, panibagong video na naman para sa araw na ito. So, kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe, please subscribe na sa ating channel. Bago ang lahat, shout out muna tayo. Shout out kanila Jeric San Arevalo, kay Rizzy De Vera, kay Amika Meya, kay Rose Rose Giliano, kay Starlock, kay Emmanuel Mos, at kay Gail Villarreal siguro. So, ano pang hinihintay natin? Let's start.
Day after day, hundreds of powerful videos arrive in my inbox, often accompanied by intriguing stories that my subscribers want me to analyze. Many of them are easily discarded. However, I've also come across a few interesting ones, and others where I just can't find any arguments to prove them untrue. So get ready because it's coming strong. My name is Leonor Clay, and you're watching The Darkest Secret. Today we present 5 terrifying videos submitted by my audience. Number 5. We start this investigation with a case that has been resonating on social networks and that is related to the distressing situation that Jose Garcia Alba is experiencing. A TikTok user who on his account uploaded an extremely shocking footage. The video corresponds to a recording captured by Jose, who being alone at home began to hear loud and disturbing noises. The young man began to explain his distressing situation when suddenly abnormal things appeared just a few feet away from him. Observe.
Mi gente, grabo este video, estoy aquí en mi casa. Les voy a contar rapidísimo.
I'll tell you quickly, before we live in disaster, there was a family who lost their daughter here.
Desgraciadamente, a mí todas las noches me toca escuchar ruidos, siempre me quedo solo y me da muchísimo miedo. Grabo este video por si llegan a escuchar lo que hace unos momentos yo escuché, se los juro que no es cosa. Estoy muy asustado por todo lo que...
Main, huwag mo na itutok sa salamin.
Por esas escaleras.
Nakakatakot.
No mames, güey. ¿Qué pedo?
Bumukas. Sabay bumukas ang ilaw, tsaka yung pinto. Shit.
Dios mío.
Dios mío.
Mames. Güey, Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo.
Ay, shit, may kamay. Fuck, guys, nakita niyo yung kamay?
Although we can't clearly see his face, just hearing his voice is enough to realize how stressed he is. Not only because of the fact of being a witness to what you just saw, which is certainly terrifying, especially those shadows that go unnoticed by his gaze.
Fuck, tignan nyo kamay, nasa gate ah. Gagi, min.
but also because of what Jose says, that his situation is the outcome of the spirit of a girl who lost her life in that same house before he moved in. However, that thick and rough hand that appears on the fence, in my opinion, indicates that it is something.
Ba't ganyan yung kamay? And nakakatakot siya, pero kung magiging skeptical tayo, kayang-kayang gawin ng tao ng kasabwat, di ba? Pero may nakakatakot yung ganung sitwasyon kung totoo man to. Tatakbo ko na ito.
Something much more serious and sinister. Who or what did Jose's camera capture that night? Tell me what you think. Number 4.
Nung nakita ko yung kamay, nakakatakot, nakagulat. Ang laki.
As I told you in the intro, sometimes you find content that is easy to explain, but other times you see things that are truly strange. Things that, even leaving paranormal beliefs aside, are hard to explain logically. This video is one of those. An incredible footage that Jose Edgar Blanco, a faithful subscriber to the channel, sent to my email. He says that he works as a volunteer firefighter in an area of Mexico, and that together with his unit responded to the call of a terrible accident in which several vehicles were involved. Unfortunately, upon arrival, they saw a van on fire with its driver trapped inside. Despite the efforts, the man could not be rescued alive. During the entire procedure, one of the firefighters recorded in order to collect evidence for the police who were soon to arrive. Look at the result of that recording and tell me if you also notice the abnormality. Tell me your opinion on what comes out at full speed from inside the vehicle.
Bilis lumabas. Baka kaluluwa niya na yun. Oh guys, baka kaluluwa niya na yun. Oh, rest in peace.
What is that crosses the screen at full speed and barely manages to be captured by the camera? Could it be some of the smoke that was in the vehicle?
Man, ang dami.
Or could the explanation to this recording lie in the paranormal?
Diba guys?
Our subscriber fervently believes that it is the spirit of a man trapped inside. Tell me what you believe.
1, 2. I think
Number 3.
merong explanation yung science dito. Ay no, ito. Isa pa dito lalabas. Diba? Ito yung isa. Dalawa. O yung pa. I think may explanation yung science dyan.
The Aokigahara Forest, located in Japan, is perhaps one of the most terrifying places on the planet.
Kigara.
Not only because of its sinister and thick foliage landscapes that on occasions even prevents the sunlight from entering, but also because of the discovery of people who arrive here to be isolated from everyone and decide to take their own lives in the midst of profound silence. Reason why this place is recognized worldwide as the suicide forest. You really have to have the nerve to walk through this place. The same courage a young man had together with a friend who one day ventured into the forest.
Ano dito, no? Isa sa mga culture shock is yung mga tao sa Japan. Dito kapag low moral na sila or nawawalan na sila ng pag-asa sa buhay. Alam naman natin mga Japanese sobrang emotional. And dito sila pupunta para mag-isip sa forest na ito. And kilala nga itong forest na to bilang suicide forest. Maglalagi sila dyan ng ilang araw, magde-decide kung mag-suicide nga ba sila o hindi.
Forest. They walked for several hours without finding anything but trees. However, at one point, One of them spotted an abandoned camera next to a bush. It was uncharged, so they thought a tourist had lost it. However, once they returned and charged the device, they found what they say was the most terrifying recording they have seen in their lives. Watch.
Wow, ano to sa mga nag-ghost hunt? Match kayo. May humahatak nung ano nila. Tali. Siguro kaya sila naglagay ng tali para alam nila yung dadaanan nila, di ba? Pabalik. Yung laman ng footage. Yung laman ng camera. Wala na putol. Men, huwag kang ganon. Nakakagulat.
As you can see, a group of people can be seen going into the forest at dawn. Something suddenly pulls on the rope until it ends up being cut, thus losing their way back. Without a doubt, the most impressive thing was that woman hanging upside down that the camera manages to record. A pale and creepy face that, if you look closely, seems to not have eyes.
Whoa. Possible namang mas lang yun.
After the viralization of this recording, many have created horror videos representing that entity. False videos
Meron ulit?
that honor that creepy being caught in the forest.
Anong creepy gago?
Number 2.
Ang possible scripted yan. Possible scripted.
What you will see next corresponds to footage recorded by a couple of tourists in St. Peter's Church, an ancient temple located in the city of Drahan, Ireland, an enclosure that is known for its famous catacombs and for its intimidating cells that in ancient times served as a prison for those unfaithful to the religious doctrines prevailing during the Middle Ages. It was a couple who, during the tour of this place, recorded with their camera a chilling situation that appeared in front of them without even noticing it. What did the camera record? See for yourself.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was imprisoned for 8 months.
He's a very interesting figure
May lumalabas.
because he was one of the first ecumenical Christian priests.
Daga ata yun eh. Baka
This
daga.
is the door of the cell in Newgate prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was imprisoned for 8 months.
He's a very interesting figure.
Ano yun? Daga lang ata yan. Daga.
He's a very interesting
Susilip. Oh, may nguso eh. Baka daga. Sana daga lang.
figure because he was one of the first ecumenical Christian priests.
You noticed it, right? The image of a face is observed that appears through the hatch where the inmates receive their food and communicated with their guards. A face that, incredible as it sounds, turned out to be familiar to these tourists when they later watched the video. According to them, that face was of Saint Oliver Plunkett, a priest known for being the last Roman Catholic martyr to die in England,
Ba?
who was beatified in 1920 and canonized in 1975,
Sa bagay
and whose mortal remains rest precisely in this church. It is said that this was the same door where he saw his last days go by.
Whoa.
Do you think that that face belongs to the image
Sana
of Saint Oliver
Tagalog.
Plunkett?
Pero,
Tell me what you
itim.
think.
Tingin nyo
Number
guys.
1. We conclude this video with a disturbing situation that a couple experienced one night at home. The image you are seeing corresponds to a man recording his girlfriend while she was in the bathroom. From what can be seen, it seems that she felt a bit upset about being recorded, letting her boyfriend know this, but he never stops focusing on her. Everything makes one think that a tense argument was going to begin between them, when suddenly, the incomprehensible was present.
Paige.
You in the camera. When are you gonna stop it?
Ah, galit-galitan siya. Oh.
What he said.
Galit-galitan si Madam.
Now over the filming and everything.
Ito nagsara ng uso ng
Paige! Paige!
Gagi, man. Ano script naman?
The door unexpectedly closes. The man opens it seconds later, capturing the woman perched in the upper corner of the bathroom, as if she were suddenly the victim of a demonic possession. What for many would be verified at the end of this video, when the woman is seen in the bathtub with a lost look, as if she were in a trance state before reacting. How is it that this young woman manages to get to the upper corner of the bathroom in a Spider-Man position? Could it be that she's under the domain of some being of an unknown origin? Let me know your opinions of this and the other footage in the comment box.
Medyo disappointed ako dito sa last video. Kasi possible naman na-edit yung mga ganun. Alam niyo naman, di ba guys?
Because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonor Clay,
And this
was The Darkest
Secret. So ayun guys, hanggang dito na lang muna. Maraming salamat sa pagsama sa akin sa panonood ng mga nakakatakot na videos. Bukas ulit, react ulit tayo. Hanggang dito lang guys, maraming salamat. May mga video na nakakagulat. Bye bye, peace.